today we got dressed up in very classy outfits and went and walked around the mall for like about 2 hours, just basically to see if we get any interesting reactions from people, just, And looking back on it now, I probably should have kept a tally of how many people gave us weird looks or stared for obscene amounts of time. But as it is, when we first walked into the mall, there was this pleasant-looking, shorter lady just coming out like on the way to the exit or something. She was like, "Oh, you guys look great," or something. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." So we were just like, "Wow, there are people that appreciate good fashion, right?" I mean, you can talk to if you want. It's not legal.
This is above my pay grade.
Okay, so I'm giving you dinner, man.
Above my pay grade.
So and we did have people staring at us. There was actually one woman that was staring, and I looked over, and she noticed that I looked over and noticed her staring at us, and she smiled, which is rare because most people, when they see you staring, when they see you see them staring, they'll look away and pretend they weren't staring. It takes a strong individual to look you back and smile like, "Oh, hi, yes, I acknowledge you as another human, and I was staring, but now I'm gonna smile," I feel like the camera's shaking everywhere because I'm not even paying attention to it, I'm just holding it here.
Failure.
That's the name of the game over here. So yeah, but then we were looking around Thrifties, which was cool, and the guy behind the counter, he's just like, "So, what makes the best dressed couple in Thrifties the best dressed?" And I was like, "Well, first of all, our best dressing." But then no, we talked for a bit about how we were just here to observe if anyone had any, interesting reactions, or just how many people did stare at us or whatever. And I had a nice little chat about how it would be so great to see people that wore cool clothes like these out in public for the sake of it. Because A, it looks cool, and, why wouldn't we want to go out and see everyone looking great? But that's my personal opinion. And also because, people shouldn't dress every day because society dictates that that certain day or that certain year of fashion or that certain season needs that look. They should dress how they want to express themselves, because your style can also be a form of art. And I know that is big talk coming from someone who just wears 3-year-old Doctor Who t-shirts over and over again into the ground. But honestly, I work at a preschool. I can't afford to be styling like this every day. I gotta get down and clean the floors and have drooly hands grabbing at my ankles. So,
Well, that was gross.
I meon, would you rather experience it in person?
No.
Okay.
I'd rather not experience any form of this.
Okay. So yeah, yeah, I would if I could,
Those are great t-shirts.
I mean, he should if he could, but he won't. So, not quite the same. But, yeah, this was cool, and, anyone who had an actual verbal response was enthusiastic about it, to some extent. And, yeah, a lot of people stared at us, but that's the thing, it's like, when you see someone, my arm is giving out. It's only been 4 minutes, my god. When you see someone out in public and they're like dressed out of the ordinary or something, or they're doing something out of the ordinary, it's not going to take you a minute to do something to affirm that or to point that out, or if you appreciate it, say something, Like, I like to, compliment people on anything if I think it's cool, even if it's a weird thing to say. So don't ever think, is this an acceptable... Okay, you know what I mean about acceptable situations. You don't compliment people on their clothes at a funeral while they're grieving. Okay. But... Would you?
No.
Okay. But if you see someone in the store and you're just like, I don't know that person, but I really think they look nice doing this, or they made a cool decision here, affirm that in them, because at the end of the day, we are all people and alike, and the only thing that is keeping you from feeling comfortable saying that is the fact that you haven't met them yet, or you don't know them yet. And that's not much at all. So, just everywhere you go, encourage people to look cool, and maybe their idea of cool is not what you might think is cool, but the overall point that overlaps this and them doing that is just expressing yourself through your style and using your style as art, no matter what society says about what you should wear to look normal on a certain occasion, because who cares about normal, right? No, we don't care what about normalcy. We don't care what about normalcy. So, yeah! That was fun.